If you didn't know, now you know. Kodak Black ass locked up again. But he out on bond. There you go. Kodak Black. Yo, these little young niggas, y'all niggas stay in jail more than anybody. Like y'all legit got jobs, got careers, and y'all little niggas stay in jail, bro. Like, I don't understand, man. Kodak Black made a pit stop Monday at a Florida jail around an hour, but his lawyer says it's actually a good thing for the rapper. Bradford Cohen, Kodak's lawyer, tells TMZ Kodak's been on a tight leash during his pre-trial release for his prescription drug case, and he's supposed to regularly check in with authorities and take mandatory urine tests. But he failed to check in recently, and they went to court Monday over the issue. Kodak went on Instagram Live Sunday night and complained about his situation, leading to concern among his fans. Anyways, Kodak's lawyers say he argued in court to get rid of the stringent pretrial supervision. And the judge agreed, but also ended up increasing his bond from $75,000 to $250,000. And we're told this is why Kodak had to go through the booking process again at the jail. We're told Kodak ended up posing for a new mugshot at the Broward County Jail and posted the new bond before being released from custody. We're told Kodak was in and out of jail in under an hour, and he had to pay $175,000, the difference between his original bond and his new bond. Kodak's attorneys see it as a win for Kodak because now the rapper will be able to travel and tour without the headache of checking in with pre-trial services. As reported, Kodak was arrested in July 2022 and charged with trafficking oxycodone after police say they found 31 oxycodone pills in his car. At the time, Kodak posted $75,000 bail and was released with pretrial restrictions in place, including mandatory drug tests. Now we're told Kodak's free from those restrictions, even if it means spending part of his Monday in jail, and he's scheduled to perform tonight. Y'all young boys, man. For some dudes that ain't in the streets, y'all stay in some bullshit, bro. Like you never seen Smokey Robinson and the Miracles get locked up and shit for drugs and dumb shit. And like, god damn, bro. You ain't even see Jodeci. Them niggas was wild. They wasn't going to jail. And like, this is, yo, man, what y'all young niggas keep doing to yourselves, bro? Here go another one. Oh boy, oh boy. Still under fair use here. Here go another one, y'all. Here go another one. These kids, boy.
Chatham County judge has granted Savannah rapper Quando Rondo bail after he was indicted on street gang and drug charges. WTOC's Flynn Snyder is live outside the Chatham County Courthouse. And Flynn, what explanation did the judge give for granting bond?
Yeah, Mike, Judge Tammy Stokes said rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Tyqueon Bowman, meets the requirements for bail and has significant ties to this community. And in the last hour or so, we've heard from the Chatham County Sheriff's Office, who tell us that Bowman has been discharged from jail. Now, that bail was set at $100,000 today. This is video from Bowman's bond hearing on Friday. Bowman is charged with drug offenses and violating the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. Now, during Friday's hearing, Bowman's lawyers showed the judge a letter from his record label, which is Atlantic Records, which they say voiced support for the rapper. Prosecutors claim that Bowman was a leader of the Rolling 60s street gang, and that makes him a danger to the community because the group is one of the largest and most violent gangs in Savannah. Now, ultimately, Judge Tammy Stokes granted the rapper bond, saying in part, while the evidence showed defendant travels due to his career in the music industry, no significant evidence was presented indicating his travel would prevent him from failing to appear in court when required to do so. The court finds it significant that defendant surrendered himself for arrest the day after he learned of the warrant for his arrest, rather. Under the conditions of his release, Bowman is not to have any contact with any of the other 18 co-defendants listed in the indictment. He also has to give up his passport and can't use or possess any firearms or illegal drugs. The court did say back in 2017, Bowman was convicted of a non-violent felony, and we'll continue to watch this case, let you know when any updates become available. We're live in Savannah. Flynn Snyder, WTOC News.
They say he was the leader of the Rolling 60s gang, bro. This nigga lives in Savannah, Georgia. You see how far this Bloods and Crips shit from LA done spilled over into America? This nigga is in Savannah, Georgia. Talking about he's a Rolling 60s. You know what I mean? People from Savannah have never been to the 60s in South Central LA, but they claim Rolling 60s, bro. This nigga is not no leader of no goddamn Rolling 60s, bro. Like, are you serious? They say he's the leader of the Rolling 60s, bro. Like, if you don't know California history, like, you got to ask somebody, like, how is that shit even possible for a nigga in Savannah, Georgia that ain't even fucking 40 is the head of a chapter of an LA gang? Nipsey was down with the Rolling 60s. He wasn't even no fucking leader. Like, are you serious, bro? And Nipsey's from California. So you tell me this kid in Savannah, Georgia is the head of the... Come on, bro. See, this is what happened when y'all young niggas get around these gang niggas and you want to be cool and start claiming they shit. You going to jail. You going to jail. You more famous than these dudes. You get around these niggas and start throwing up hand signs and all that dumbass shit, you going to jail, bro. You ain't get jumped in the gang. You ain't killed nobody. You just claiming that shit to look cool. And now your ass is in jail, bro. This nigga is the head of the Rolling 60s. Like, this fake shit is just is retarded to me, bro. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about too is if y'all been watching that story that happened in Chicago, I think it was Chicago, where they charged that lady, Carlisha Hood, and her 14-year-old son for the death of that dude, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown. Well, they actually dropped all the charges against the mother and the 14-year-old and said that it was self-defense. You know, first they was charging them for murder because this dude just started beating up this lady, older lady, and she took her gun and gave it to her son and told him to shoot him. And the son shot him and killed him, right? But they had charged the lady and the boy with murder. And this guy was beating up on him. Like, how do you not be able to protect yourself? A woman at that. So they reversed it and they dropped the charges on the mother and the son, which is a good thing, man. Because come on, man, that would have been so wrong for that kid to go to jail for murder, defending his mother. Man, he would have. He was 14 years old. He's 14. Imagine him going to jail for murder for fucking defending his mother. He'd have been traumatized and never defend nobody else again. He'd have mind his business for the rest of his life, even if it was his mother, his grandmother, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here, bro. I couldn't even believe they even charged him for that.